Hey guys, what's going on? It's Drew here, and I'm bringing you the second part of the Zombies Solo Ascension tutorial guide, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Second part that I promised of probably 3 or 4 more parts that we're going to do. If you didn't see the first video, you should definitely go click it out. I got a link right on the screen right now, you can go check it out. But basically, just to recap a little bit what happened in that last video, not that you shouldn't go watch it to get more in depth, but basically what went on, I went through the first 10 rounds. I told you the best way to start off in the middle, the best way to get the most points, all that kind of stuff. So go click out, go watch it, or you'll kind of be a little bit behind if you haven't seen that. So getting into it, I skipped like 4 or 5 rounds. I'm starting on round 16 for you, just because rounds 10 through 11 weren't particularly amazing. They weren't very fun to watch. I basically just took the time to upgrade my ray gun, get some perks, open up some stuff, obviously open up Pack-a-Punch, and just hold down the landing pad, excuse me. Now, the place I'm camping at, I talked about it earlier, or in that earlier video. This is what I call the landing pad. I just sit up here for pretty much most of the game, just run around in circles kinda. You'll see throughout this video that the majority of my strategy is to gather up all the zombies, because there can only be, basically what happens is there can only be a certain number of zombies on the screen at one time. So when you're running around that landing pad, you can have the max amount of zombies on the screen at the time, and none of them will spawn. So you can kind of gather them up all into a little bit of a circle, and you can, you know, just take your time, because the thing is with zombies, you can always outrun them. I mean, you don't have to sprint, but you can just walk and you'll always be able to get by them. Same thing with monkeys. I mean, right now, no monkeys are chasing after me, but if I needed to, I could just walk to outrun them. That's the good thing about zombies, and that's the good thing about my setup. You're never going to get completely... The only reason that you're going to go down is if you get cornered. Because if you were in a wide open space, you could obviously just run and they wouldn't catch you. Now, right now, I'm in a a monkey round, and the thing with monkeys is there's only like 4 or 5, so when you're playing on solo, and it takes them a long time to take your perks. I mean, as you can see right there, they just started taking Juggernaut and Sleight of Hand, so it does kind of take them a long time to take your perks, and I can cross the map no problem and kill them all before they take it. So you're not going to be wasting too much money on monkey rounds as the game progresses. Now, as far as perks go, I did get, if you watched the first part, I did get Sleight of Hand off the first monkey round that I got, because I obviously didn't let them touch one, so they gave me a free perk. Now, I usually don't buy Sleight of Hand, but after playing this game, I realized that, you know, it's pretty simple to cross the map and cover all your perks without worrying about the monkeys taking it from you. So yeah, you can buy Sleight of Hand, I buy Marathon just because, or Stamina Up or whatever it's called, just because I like the ability to run around a little bit quicker and a little bit longer, but you don't have to. I mean, Marathon and Sleight of Hand are the farthest away from each other, so although there's only 4 or 5 zombies and they take at least a minute or 2 minutes to take your perk, then you might not want to stretch it out too much. So moving back onto a normal round, you know, the thing is, you want to hit the box. You can see the box is there, but I'm not hitting the box, because basically you want to hit the box until you get a Zeus cannon, a ray gun, and a Gersh device, which I'm throwing right now. And the thing is, whenever you get a max ammo, you throw all 3 Gersh devices, so you cover yourself, and you can throw them all 3 with plenty of time to pick up that max ammo. So just throw them all, get the max ammo, and you'll have you restock every time you get a max ammo, and you'll get a bunch of kills, and you don't have to worry about, you know, taking out the zombies for that round, because, oh, you got a Gersh device, it's okay. And after that, after you hit those boxes, and I just skipped ahead here because I just went to Pack-a-Punch, so you didn't miss anything. But after you get that Zeus cannon, after you get that ray gun and that Gersh device, you're not gonna have to worry about hitting the box anymore. And once you get all 4 perks, you're not really gonna ever buy anything unless you really get boxed into a corner and you have to go by a trap or something. So you're gonna have plenty of points. I mean, I think I had, I forget. I think it was maybe 400,000 points. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to go look back because this gameplay was a while ago. But you're gonna have plenty of money. You don't have to worry about money. And yeah, this landing pad, this is really all I can say. And at this point, it's not particularly difficult to keep them off you. But once they start to get more powerful, once they start to spawn more often and definitely overrun you a little bit better, you want to make sure that the most dangerous areas in the map are where I just picked up that nuke right there. It's the front of those stairs is the most dangerous place you can be when you're doing this setup. So the most of the time when I go down on the stairs, on the landing pad, it's because when I'm crossing this area, I get overrun. So how to counter that is when you're running to the front of the stairs, when you're running past that section, you always want to have your Zeus cannon out. You always want to have it out, because if you ever get trapped, your ray gun is not going to be enough to get yourself out of a jam, but your Zeus cannon will be. I mean, you're not going to have too much trouble with the back window, and you can obviously see the front window where I'm staring at right now. And that's a little glitch I see right there. That lander is not supposed to be there. That's where the monkeys actually spawn, and that actually stayed there for a round. It's got a hitbox on it, but it shouldn't be there. But yeah, watch out for the middle of the stairs. That's where, and really what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to sit on the back end of the lander, and kind of do what I call like a semicircle. You want to run to one corner, like the back left corner, and like the back right corner, and back to like to the middle, and then you can kind of gather them all up, you know, no problem. And then you can blast them. You can either blast them away with a Zeus cannon, or you can dump some ray gun bullets into them. And that usually takes care of most of them. See right here, I'm kind of running from the back corner to the other side of the corner, and back up kind of towards the middle. And I cross over, and I'm not too worried about getting taken down on around 20, so I run by with my ray gun, and I don't really think too much about it. But you just have to be afraid, because see right there, they close in on you, and it's kind of a problem. So just make sure that you keep yourself safe. See, I almost go down there. I probably should have had my ray gun out, I mean my Zeus cannon out, just in case, and I did take it out, take them down, no problem. But it's those stupid mistakes on solo that really down you. I mean, that's the reason why you go down in solo. Two reasons, really. One, stupid mistakes. You go to the wrong place, or you don't follow your setup, or two, you run out of ammo, and that causes you to change your setup. And you're going to run out of ammo. I mean, you're not going to get so many max ammos, and once you get to those high rounds, you can't rely on death machines. You know, death machines, they don't do anything on rounds past like 30 or 40, so you can't rely on those. And really the only thing that you can rely on to get yourself out of a jam is max ammo, because yeah, insta-kill's good, and you know, it's great, but you're not gonna knife 35 zombies and expect to live on round 35, 40 plus. So here, I'm out of ray gun ammo. I'm just, you know, holding stuff down with my Zeus cannon, making sure that I don't get boxed in on the corner, and I'm just gonna round them up. And you're gonna see that after a while, they stop spawning. They don't spawn anymore, because there's a max amount of zombies that can actually be on the map at one time. Once I kill them, like I did there, once I kill them, then they start to spawn again. So you can do that over and over and over and over again. You can spawn, let's say, 28 or 35 zombies at a time, gather them all up, shoot them down with the Zeus cannon. And that's what has to happen. So you run back in this little semicircle, what I'm doing right here, this is a pretty good example of it, and you just gather them up and you take them down. Now, when you run out of ammo, there's a couple options of what you can do. One is my favorite trap to go to when I'm out of ammo for this spot is to run down the stairs, go straight, like you're going to pack a punch or like you're going to sleight of hand. You go straight and you hit that fire trap. Now when you hit that fire trap, you can head right upstairs towards Sleight of Hand to where the red phone is by where the box spawns, and you can jump out that window and avoid the trap. And that, you know, keeps you away from the trap, and you can go through it without dying or going down. And then if you don't want to go to the trap, if you feel like really boxed in and you really have to get out of there quick, you can take the lander. But the lander is not a safe area. The lander, because once you land in that centrifuge, you're kind of screwed. I mean, unless you've got Gersh devices, it's kind of tough to get out of that room and to get back out here. Plus, you're left vulnerable when you don't have a lander there. And yeah, monkey rounds are kind of a bitch when you have just a Zeus cannon, because it actually takes 2 shots to kill monkeys when you have a Zeus cannon, and I'm out here trying to spawn kill them, and it's kind of working, kind of not. But basically, you just hold down your most important perks. You hold down your Juggernaut, you hold down your Quick Revive, and you just do that all through the monkey rounds. You sit at Juggernaut and you go down. If they take Quick Revive, you go down and help it. But usually they takes them a while, so you can usually hunt them down. And guys, this is going to be wrapping up the second part of this zombie solo Ascension commentary, tutorial, gameplay, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. So guys, as always, be sure to rate the video with whatever you think it deserves. Also, be sure to stay tuned for more parts of this series. Check out my channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you next time. Hope you all have a good day. Later.